Land flipping step by step. Hey guys, Rick Ginn here. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to locate demand for flipping vacant land. I'm going to show you where the supply is, and I'm going to show you how to make an offer on it, and then finally to dispo it. But before I get into it, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video on someone who wants to learn how to flip land. So you're like, Rick, I thought we're talking about wholesaling. Listen, land flipping is a form of wholesaling. The only difference is you're taking the house off of the land and you're just flipping the land. Call it flipping, calling wholesaling, it doesn't matter. Because here's the really cool part about land flipping. It's actually easier than wholesaling houses. Think about this. It's so much faster than any house flip or any type of wholesaling you're going to do. Why? Because it's simplified. The emotion is removed out of these deals. Why? Because they're not living in the property. It's just a piece of dirt. Some people are just land banking it. Some have vivid dreams of building their phenomenal dream home, or maybe they just want somewhere to park a trailer or something like that. And one of my favorite parts is there's absolutely no banks involved with this. Usually people purchase the land and then they'll finance the building of the home. So without banks, we can go so much faster. We don't need appraisals. We don't need approvals. And this is probably my favorite part of land flipping because you can do it with the utmost speed and remove the emotion. Now, the last part, which I kind of saved the best for how land flipping works, is there's very little data on comping vacant land. You see, to compare one piece of land to another land, unless it's in that exact same neighborhood, there really is no comp. And so you just can't go on Zillow and get a Zestimate for what land's worth. And whatever Zestimates are out there, or estimates, whatever you want to call it, they're pretty wildly inaccurate. So even though when I started wholesaling single family houses before Zillow and all this other stuff, I somewhat had a competitive advantage over the homeowner because they had to rely on realtors to give them the actual value on the house. You're never going to get it from the county. Now we have sites like Zillow, Redfin, Trulia. The list goes on, X-Leads. And so it's taken the mystery of what homeowners think their house is worth. Bring it over to land, we're still in the Wild West on valuating. In fact, I'm going to teach you today, comping is not the critical part when you go to flip land. You see, the comping is going to be based on what your buyers will pay for it. And that is what we call the reliable comp. Yes, we're going to search for comps of similar properties of size that have sold for vacant land, but a lot of times there is not a lot of follow-up with it. And for that reason, that's why I like land flipping. So guys, the next question people ask, can I flip homes and can I flip land? I'm going to say you can wholesale both. So land flipping is just a fancy name for wholesaling vacant land. Let's figure out how to get this started so you can get to your first land flip. So the first thing we have to figure out is where is the demand? So just like wholesaling single family homes, flipping land in the middle of nowhere with very little population and no customers to buy it, I don't care what you buy it for, it's not going to be a great deal. So the first thing we want to do is we want to look at the average population. What should be your minimum population? Going to leave it up to you, but I'm going to give you some guidelines. I like 50 to 100,000. 100,000 is my preference. Why? Because a lot of people want to go to that area. That means there's a lot of cash buyers looking to build new homes on it. Remember, land, when people buy it raw, they're looking mostly to develop it. So we have to go where there's demand. If I go in the middle of one of the Dakotas, no knock on North or South Dakota, I can pick up land so cheap, but I'm going to struggle, if not take years to get it sold. So make sure you stick to areas where people are migrating to. The easiest way to vet this is population. The second thing I want to figure out is what is the average median price in that market. Those two factors will give me all I need to know to point myself in demand. Once you can find those, you can use softwares like X-Leads, you can use Zillow, you can use PropStream. It is endless on the amount of data you can get. In fact, X-Leads gives you advanced data and it'll give you a market evaluation of any market you want to do it. To check that out, go over to xleads.com. So the first thing we have to do is establish demand. So once you've figured out populations and average median price, make sure your average median price is slightly below the average median price for that market. Now, as I shoot this video, the average price around the United States is hovering in the low $400,000, $405,000 range. I want you to be well below that so you capture that new home buyer, that blue collar worker, because that is going to be your biggest target audience. So how do I find that demand and how do I verify it? Well, because Rick's been in wholesaling so long, I'm going to show you a free hack. Honestly, it's probably one of the most reliable ways to do it. I'm talking about doing it 100% for free. So you can do this on Zillow, but let me give you an exact way. So the first thing is I go in the list source, and this is CoreLogic, and you can sign up, get a free account there. It's no big deal. This is a free way to do it. So we're going to create our own list. So I'm just going to pick a county, and I'll do one of my local ones in the state of Florida here. And then I'm going to go down and pick one of the counties here. I have Brevard. I'm going to add that. Awesome. So the next thing I want to do is go over to property. And then the first thing I'm going to pick is, I believe, property type. And then all you have to do is select vacant land right here on the bottom. Guys, just follow exactly what I'm doing. This will work on any county you want to do. And I find it the most free, reliable, easiest source to find demand to flip vacant lots. Now, once I do that, I'm going to go down here and I'm also going to set a price valuation on it. And we can go by land value. And I'm going to do from, say, $5,000 to, say, $60,000. Why? Because I know most lots trade under $60,000 for this market, the ones I want to do, but I need to find out where is the demand going for these vacant lots. So I got to click add there. Don't click remove. And I'm at 23,747. Now the next thing I'm going to go down is I'm going to go under home ownership, under ownership. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under last market sale date because we're trying to find demand here. And what I'm going to do is I find 6 to 12 months is going to be your target area. Remember, land deals, although they go typically much faster, they're not as available as single family houses because they're building, there's less and less lots available as time goes on. So I'm going to start with 6 months. So I'm going to add 6 months there and I'm going to add that and watch my number. It goes from 23,000 down to 1,119 units. If I have enough data, I can go to 3 months. And if I do that, I have to take this, I have to remove it, and then I'm going to add 3 months, and it goes from 1,000 down to 414. Now, you can look this to help track demand. Once again, the thing's 100% free. And so what I'm going to do is you go down to the bottom here. You see where it says purchase list. Don't freak out. You don't have to buy it. It's just how it's set up. And I've been doing this since 2003, by the way. I started single family homes. I use this exclusively for land values, but you can use this to establish demand for single family homes. It's just much easier in X Leads, and it's all done for you in a click of a button. So now we go down here, and if I was going to buy this list, it still cost me a whopping $60.86. So let me show you how to get it for free. So what you're going to do is click partial purchase, 414 leads, and then you're going to click down to custom selection. And then what we're going to do is break this down to zip code. Now, I've always loved zip codes whenever it comes to any type of wholesaling or flipping. And if you look right here, it's going to give you record counts. So you can export this data, you can do whatever, you put it in a spreadsheet, but I'm pretty straightforward. So if I'm going to flip land in Brevard County, I can look right here and look, 32780, I have 35, but the sweet spot that stands out like a sore thumb, and I love this because this is data, is 32907, 32908, and 32909. That is where most of the activity, that's where everybody's buying land. So guess what? I'm going to take these zip codes and I'm going to go and hunt them down however you want to do it. But now you have a pinpoint accuracy where buyers are buying land. Remember, the whole land flip is going to be predicated on knowing where people are buying. The next thing we have to do is go in there and now we got to locate supply. So what I'm going to do is switch over and I am going into Zillow. And Rick, how do I find supply? Now, I'm going through this. I'm going to put Brevard County on here. And once again, this is 100% free. You don't have to have a nickel to your name to do this other than a connection for the internet. I'm going to go over to Brevard. And then basically what I do is I go down on, let's deselect all on type, and I'm going to go to lots and land. Remember, we're flipping land. We're not doing houses. And I'm going to apply that filter there. And then now I can go in, I can start to figure out. Now, once again, I do not use listings as comps. To me, comping vacant land, you have to do it in the end, but like in the beginning, you have to reverse engineer this. You have to find out what your buyers will pay, where are your buyers buying, and what is the frequency they're buying. Once I do that, I just go find supply. Now, if you want to make this more critical, you can go down here and you can take off auction homes. Obviously, you're not going to have foreclosures on it. take off coming soons. So I'm gonna look at owner list, owner posted and agent posted. I'll take off new construction there. Let's see what else we can put on here. And if you want, you can even do like lot size. So I'm not interested in lots that are over 2 acres because honestly, knowing Brevard County, I'm gonna stick to 1 acre because a lot of it becomes commercial or agricultural, and I'm not overly interested in doing that, but you can. We can apply these filters. Obviously, your built's not going to work, and bingo. I can start going through the lots and figuring out. Now, here's the cool part. If you look on this screen, this will tell you where the clusters of available supply is. Your job as a land flipper is just match up demand and supply. Because if you can't find the correlation on those, nothing you're going to do is actually going to work. So if I do this, so I know this area pretty well. All this in the middle here is built out. And the southwest quadrant is where all the supply is. A little bit on the west side. If I was going to attack Brevard County, I would attack these clusters. I know the demand's there. I know the supply is there. So now we have to deal with, like, Rick, how do we actually make offers and how do we reach out to those people? To be honest with you, do not overcomplicate this. Because once again, it all comes down to what a buyer is willing to pay for a piece of property. Now, most people looking to buy vacant land are going to go what? They're going to go out and seek a realtor. They're going to look at listings, and that is their only choice. Now, I'm not opposed to talking to real estate agents on buying land to wholesale it or land flip. Same thing, guys. But you're going to have to talk to quite a few agents to get through it. Agents usually have no idea what land is really trading for. Some specialize in it. I like to find a realtor that listed a piece of vacant land that really never listed vacant land before. You can easily find that out through Zillow, through their listings. You have access to MLS, but a lot of them will throw it on a price on the market, and they often don't get offers. And so if I can find a vacant piece of land where somebody's willing to part with it, and keep in mind, the biggest indicating factor I buy vacant land is they try to figure out what everything's listed for. But remember, the only thing that matters is what it sells for. If somebody wants to trade speed and convenience, because remember, when you own a piece of land, you still have to pay basic property taxes on it. Sometimes you have to clear the lot. You got to keep it free and clear of garbage. And people have life events happen. So just like in single family homes, if they just want to get rid of it, they'll move on. Let me give you an example. Like a lot of sellers I deal with on vacant land is they go, Rick, I paid $5,000 for this property. Sometimes I offer them 10, 12, and they go, wow, that's twice what I paid for it. I'm going to go ahead and cash it out. And that's what they use for their premise. Not everybody, but a motivated seller on land. Remember, motivation's not like I need to get rid of this terrible piece of land. The motivation is they just need cash to solve something else, or if they've sat on the property. A lot of people buy properties and they land bank it and they sit on it forever. And they go, you know what, that thing's not going anywhere. And a guy or a girl like you calls them and says, hey, listen, would you consider an offer for this price? Now, once again, that offer is going to be predicated on the demand. The supply is easy. I've already showed you how to get, and by the way, you can do this on Redfin. You can do this on land.com. It is endless. You can find plenty of properties. You're going to deal somewhat with realtors. They're a little bit more finicky, but I find they really don't know the values. But if I can find a landowner and be direct to them, that's my favorite way to do it. And remember, I should have an idea what people will pay for those properties. You can pull up those values in XLead. You can pull them up in any other software and see what the going sale price for raw land is in that area. Now, keep in mind, there's different variables. If it's an infill lot just means everything's built up around it. The infrastructure's there. People usually pay a premium for an infill lot. A raw piece of land, make sure you have utilities there in the basics. And here's the best part, guys. How do I make an offer? Don't overcomplicate this. Come up with a rough number of what you think the value of that land is and offer 60% of what it's worth. You're going to have a lot of room to make these work. And keep in mind, the average offer we make on it is we tell them we can close within anywhere from 30 to 90 days. And keep in mind, we're going to go out and find somebody who wants this property to pay a premium for us. And so you got to have those spreads. Rick, how do you get 90 days? Honestly, some of these people have been sitting on the land 10, 15, 20 years. 90 days is nothing to them. And the fact of the matter is, I'm going to make an offer of what cash buyers are paying for land in that area. So if they're paying 50 grand, I'm going to offer 30. And then if I negotiate up to 40, but if I have a cash buyer willing to stroke a check and buy that land for 50, that gives me a $10,000 profit. Guys, the sky's the limit in what you can make on this. You just got to find landowners on vacant property that are willing just to sell the property right now. And listen, a lot of times people, they just want their money. Rick, why would they sell it at such a discount? They do it all the time. In fact, land is actually easier because they don't live there. They don't have to move. And it's a simple, straightforward cash transaction. How long you can hold that contract, that's based on the seller's motivation and how you present it. I present every offer 90 days. I got to do due diligence. I got to get an architect. I got to get plans. And most people are just fine with it. When you're dealing with realtors, they're not going to give you as much leniency on the length of the contract, maybe up to 30 days. So if you can go directly to the homeowner, you can do that. So it's real simple, guys, 60% and then negotiate up. And remember, after you do enough of these, you're going to figure out what the values are and what the demand is so you can make an offer. And remember, the only comp for these is what your buyers are willing to pay. So how do we dispo these things? There's two ways that we do it outside of traditional wholesaling. Now, you can go to all the Facebook post and investment groups, people looking for land, there's entire land groups, and you need to do that without fail. But what I like to do is if you go under Zillow here and you look, if I was looking for, let's go back and let's just switch over here on home type and let's just do houses and we'll apply that filter there. And then when I come over here and I'm going to fix this, and then basically I'm going to click new construction. Watch this. I'm going to apply that filter there. And now you have to go through these one by one, but you can build a database. And remember, your cash buyer database is everything when you do land flips. So what I'm going to do is click on this. This is a nice low priced home, brand new in the Brevard area, Palm Bay. It's a 3-2. These are the cookie cutter homes, 1,500 square feet. Probably going to have a realtor representing it, I assume. Let's look here. Space Coast. Charles has it listed. And then what I'm going to do is reach out and find the representative that represents that company that builds those homes. Let them know I have vacant land available in that area. Would they be interested in an offering? And then I'm just going to make an entire list. Now, if you want to do the paid way, you go to X Leads and you can find this information. I'm giving you the free way. Guys, all we are is matching up supply with demand. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to realtors that have listed land in that area and let them know I have land available. If you have cash buyers available, I have land at below market prices. I would love to show it to you. And I'm going to tell you, like, realtors that list land are far and few between, but I'm going to look for realtors that represent builders, like this guy Charles that I just showed you. I'm going to reach out to realtors that already have land listings. And all I'm trying to do is market to find active buyers that are willing to pay at or slightly below retail value for these properties, because I'm going to buy them low and try to sell them medium to medium high. Because remember, with land, we have more time and we have more options. So guys, when it comes to flipping land, you just got to remember this. Number one, you actually have to get active and you have to get going. In my opinion, the most important thing is to find out where the demand is first. I've given you a simple hack that anyone can do for free. It's been around since I started wholesaling. This is the main source I used back in 2003. Obviously, there's better tools now. They're paid tools. I'm just giving you a free, reliable source, and I like to break it down to the zip code. You get the zip code. If I know where the demand is, then I just find the supply. I just got to find out what is the going rate for these and then offer 60% of that value. And then I'm going to reach out and do dispo. I'm going to work with real estate agents that list land, represent new construction buyers. And honestly, if you want to do the premium side, you can go to X Leads and you can find builders all day long that want to buy up this inventory. Builders are a little bit more difficult, but remember, we can't be picky when selling vacant land because there's not near as many buyers as there is single family homes. So you want to open up your dispo, do the marketing. As long as you're getting it below market, significantly below market, you should be able to move this land pretty quickly. And my recommendation, always ask for 90 days. Let them know you got to do due diligence. I got to get a builder. I got to get an architect. I got to get plans. This takes me a little bit of time. And guys, you can do this all over the country. You don't have to do it just in your backyard. I love land flipping. It's technically wholesaling. It's just, we always like to use these terminologies. It's simple, it's clean, and you can do this transaction over and over. And guys, don't forget, you can still do regular wholesaling of houses and you can add the land flipping, AKA wholesaling land. It's always been that way. I know we like to relabel stuff, but I love this strategy because it's clean. And I have sold some of my quickest, most profitable deals on just buying a piece of land someone really didn't want anymore, marketing it correctly for 30 or 60 days, and then getting a huge premium selling it. And the best part is most of these deals close within just a couple of weeks. So guys, are you going to be an active land flipper? If you already have wholesale skills, add this to your tool belt because it works. Land is just a piece of property without a house built onto it. So let's simplify it. It's been around since the turn of time, and we all know the saying, God ain't making any more land, So why don't you go ahead and take advantage of this? And guys, the sky's the limit. You can get more advanced as you get into this. You can parcel lots. You can deal with commercial. I don't really do the agricultural part. I haven't really found that that's very effective, but the sky's the limit when it comes to flipping land. Let me know in the comments if you're going to take advantage of that. And if you got value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone who wants to learn the art of land flipping. This is Ginn. I'll see you guys next time.